Welcome to May RSD. I'm General Slocum, and this is what I know today. Today is going to be my last RSD video, and I tell you what, there's a lot of highlights and we're going to talk about some great things. But to begin with, we're coming to you from the top of Building 50, the iconic symbol of Selfridge Air National Guard Base. And you can see it's a beautiful view from up here, and it's getting to be springtime in Michigan. It's a time of year that we're all looking forward to. But to start off today's video, I get to be with Airman Brad Ziegler, who is so helpful when it comes to our deployments. As most everybody in this wing knows, we have people in harm's way as we speak. Our KC-135s have come back from deployment, and our A-10 personnel have moved forward to a deployed location. So we have a lot of support going on right now for our deployed members, but I tell you what, it was a big muscle movement getting everybody out the door and equipped and ready. This airman right here helped us do that. Specifically with our M4s and M9s, our guns, making sure that everybody had what they needed, properly packed, the sea bags that they need, all ready to go. And he was an integral part of making all that happen. So I get to start today with a Commander's Coin of Excellence. From me to you, Brad, thank you so much for everything that you do, helping us with our readiness and getting our people overseas ready to do their jobs.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. So this month we're going to spend some time talking about partnerships. And I'll tell you what a great theme for my last RSD video. We have our formal partnerships at the international level with Latvia, Liberia. We're working with the Virgin Islands. Relationships, partnerships are how everything works. And we have the most amazing community partners here. Certainly our base community council and the wonderful community leaders that we have that are part of that, and certainly to our base community council presidents during my tenure here, a big shout out to Henry, to Dr. D, to Steve. Thank you for your leadership and all that you do. We have the Macomb Chamber, we have the county executive, we have all the local townships, and the list goes on, that we've built an amazing coalition here that advocate for Selfridge, that advocate for our hometown heroes, that we have our citizen airmen here in this local community. And of course our employers. Our employers are such a big support. We wouldn't be able to do what we do with our drill status guardsmen if it wasn't for employers helping them, supporting them, and allowing them to have that work-life balance and still serve their state and their country. So a big shout out to our community partners. As we're sitting here on the top of Building 50, we also got to talk about Team Selfridge in its own right is just a huge partnership, a wonderful coalition of government agencies and our first non-governmental tenants, and so many more things that are coming in the future. It's really exciting to see what's going to happen here at Selfridge. But to all of our team coalitions at all levels, we couldn't do what we do without you. And what a great theme for this month. So for this drill, there's also going to be our KC-135s doing an exercise. So you're going to see a lot of activity out on the ramp over on the west side, and they're going to be working on a lot of the things they do with the strategic mission on our tanker side. So be careful, it's going to be a very busy weekend. In fact, this weekend, on Saturday, I'll be passing the guidon over to Colonel Rolf Mammen, who's going to take command here of the 127th Wing. And I tell you what, it's a great setup for success that we have at this point as we're handing this baton over. On Sunday, be a retirement ceremony over in the DHS hangar over there, and I look forward to everybody being there and part of a great celebration. So with this being my last video, I kind of want to reflect a little bit on the last 4.5 years. But before we do that, let me throw it over to Chief, who's going to talk about personal resiliency and physical fitness. Chief, over to you, buddy.
Thank you, General Slocum. Welcome to May's RSD. I'm coming to you this month from the Department of Homeland Security Aircraft Hangar. In the coming months, we're going to discuss the 4 pillars of comprehensive airman fitness and how they can help sustain resiliency both here and in your civilian lives. The 4 main fitness components are mental, social, spiritual, and physical. This month, I want you all to focus on your current PT standing. Keeping physically fit is one of the most important ways you can practice self-care, while at the same time maintaining the Air Force standard. This month, I'd like to talk to you about the importance of partnerships, not only with our community, but with each other. We rely on every unit in order to accomplish the wing, state, and Air Force mission. Everyone plays a vital role in our successes and our failures. We build partnerships by being reliable and emphasizing core competencies. The relationships and bonds that we build with each other solidifies our commitment to our core value of excellence in all we do. This means not only providing top-notch customer support, but also being the best customers to each other. No one person or unit is more important than another. We collectively ensure the mission is a success. Later this weekend, we'll be saying goodbye to Brigadier General Slocum. I'd like to take a moment to thank you, General Slocum, for your years of dedication, vision, and your leadership. You have shown us all what excellence looks like and have challenged us all to maintain the standard. On behalf of the 127th Wing, we wish you the best in your future endeavors and are proud to call you our wingman. Back to you, General Slocum.
Thanks, Chief. I appreciate it. Focusing on resiliency and physical fitness are such a big part of what we do. It's been an interesting 35 years. 5 May 1984, I raised my right hand and I took an oath. My father administered the oath of office as a second lieutenant when I got commissioned at East Carolina University. 2 days later, I started pilot training in Columbus, Mississippi, and I'll tell you what, it was the start of an amazing 35 years of some very interesting things. I've gotten to do things, travel places, experience things that I think very few people in the world ever have. I tell you, I really do feel blessed. But the pinnacle of a lot of this is the last 4.5 years that I had the opportunity to serve you here at Selfridge in this capacity as the commander of the 127th Wing and Selfridge Air National Guard Base. You know, when I showed up here, you didn't know me and I didn't know you. We showed up in the tanker hangar right over here and we did a change of command, and I think we were all just not knowing what to expect from one another. But since then, it's been an amazing journey. You've done exactly what I asked you to do. You've stepped up, you've done your jobs. What I hope that I have done for you is to give you what you need to be successful and to get all the minutia out of the way so that you can focus on doing your jobs. We've had an incredible operations tempo, but I tell you what, the many accolades of this wing speak volumes. We got the Spatz Trophy for being the best wing in the Air National Guard out of 90 wings. The Wilson Trophy for being the best fighter equipped. We got the Meritorious Unit Award, only the 3rd Guard unit in history to ever get what used to be known as the Outstanding Unit Award with Valor. And then we can go on and on. We've had just recently the KC-135s named the most efficient tanker organization in the Air National Guard, the Comptroller flight. We can just go on with the accolades, but it just goes to show the excellence that you've stepped up to the plate and that you've raised the bar. When I showed up here and we did the change of command, I kept talking about Air Force core values: integrity, service, and excellence. And I'll tell you what, that last one right there, excellence, you have certainly stepped up, and we have all sorts of evidence. Thank you for your support. Thank you for what you've done for this organization, for the state, but a personal thank you from me, because you've been my friends, my support, and I'll tell you what, I've learned just as much from you as we've been able to exchange back and forth through these last 4.5 years. It's been an absolutely remarkable journey. On behalf of myself, my wife Jen, my daughter Kira, and our fur babies Lemon, Boo, and Dopey, it's been an amazing journey. I'm General Slocum. This is what I know today.